With its Max, Fury Road prequel movie Furiosa gearing up for both its world premiere at the Cannes Film Festival and its theatrical release later this month, director George Miller recently spoke to The Telegraph and reflected on the notorious feud that broke out between stars Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron during the grueling Fury Road production. Miller said at the center of the feud was the simple fact that they were just two very different performers. Tom has a damage to him but also a brilliance that comes with it, and whatever was going on with him at the time, he had to be coaxed out of his trailer, Miller said, more or less confirming reports that Hardy's tardiness drew a wedge between him and his co-star. Whereas Charlize was incredibly disciplined, a dancer by training, which told in the precision of her performance, and always the first one on set. More from Variety Cannes Film Festival reveals lineup: Coppola, Cronenberg, Lanthimos, Schrader and Donald Trump portrait The Apprentice in competition. Furiosa footage was CinemaCon with demented, action-packed look at Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Hemsworth in Fury Road prequel. Furiosa new trailer: Anya Taylor-Joy shaves her head and loses an arm in Mad Max. Fury Road prequel. I'm an optimist, so I saw their behavior as mirroring their characters, where they had to learn to cooperate in order to ensure mutual survival, Miller added. There's no excuse for it, and I think there's a tendency in this business to use great performances as an excuse for other disruption that could be avoided. Theron explained in the Mad Max, Fury Road oral history book Blood, Sweat and Chrome that her relationship with Hardy on the film's set was like two parents in the front of the car. We were either fighting or we were icing each other, I don't know which one is worse, and they had to deal with it in the back. It was horrible. We should not have done that, we should have been better. I can own up to that. Both actors have since taken accountability for the Fury Road feud, citing the film's grueling production schedule and an overall lack of trust in each other as inciting incidents. The movie's camera operator Mark Golnick said in the oral history book that there was one explosive encounter that really ignited the tension between the performers. The call on set was 8 o'clock. Charlize got there right at 8 o'clock, sat in the war rig, knowing that Tom's never going to be there at 8 even though they made a special request for him to be there on time, Golnick said. He was notorious for never being on time in the morning. If the call time was in the morning, forget it, he didn't show up. First assistant camera Ricky Schamberg noted, whether that was some kind of power play or not, I don't know, but it felt deliberately provocative. If you ask me, he kind of knew that it was really pissing Charlize off, because she's professional and she turns up really early. Hardy allegedly showed up to set 3 hours late, all while Theron waited in the war rig with full costume and makeup on. Golnick remembered Hardy finally showing up to set and Theron cursing him out for being disrespectful. After this confrontation, Theron got producer Denise D. Novi to come down to the film set in the Namibia desert to shadow her and ensure there would be no further conflicts. Speaking to The Telegraph, Miller said that he spoke with his new Furiosa stars Anya Taylor-Joy, taking over the title role from Theron, and Chris Hemsworth before production began and shared the following message: you have to be obsessive about safety, physical safety, as the shoot goes on and fatigue sets in, but also psychological safety. It's not like the wild old days. Furiosa opens in theaters May 24th from Warner Brothers. Best of Variety new movies out now in theaters. What to see this week? What's coming to Netflix in May 2024? What's coming to Disney Plus in May 2024? Sign up for Variety's newsletter. For the latest news, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.